Covered calls are a popular strategy for generating income from a stock that you already own. With the first step, you actually need to own 100 shares of the underlying stock for each call option you plan to sell. This is because one options contract typically represents 100 shares. For step 2, you want to sell the call option against the stock that you own. By selling the call option, you are giving the buyer on the other side the right to purchase your stock at the strike price before expiration date. Let's take an example of how a covered call works. Let's say you own 100 shares of XYZ Corporation currently trading at $50 a share. You decide to sell one call option with a strike price of $55 and an expiration date 1 month from now. You receive a premium of $2 per share for selling that call option. So total premium received is 100 shares representing one option contract times $2 a share, which becomes $200. Next, let's look at three potential outcomes at expiration. First one being the stock price remains below the strike price. So if the stock price remains below the strike price, which is $55 in our example, the call option expires worthless, and you keep the premium of $200 and retain ownership of the stock. For the next scenario, if the stock price equals the strike price at expiration, the option is considered at the money, which means there's a 50% chance of assignment. If you do get assigned, meaning the buyer on the other side decides to exercise the call option, you still get to keep your premium. So if the stock price exceeds the strike price, the call option is exercised. In this case, you're obligated to sell your stock at the strike price. So for example, if you sold your covered calls at a strike price of $55 per share and the shares rise up to $56 at expiration, your call option will be exercised. In this case, you get to keep your premium, which is $200, and you would make additional income from the stock appreciation. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and leave your comments below with any questions or thoughts.